Allen Iverson didn't play basketball like everyone else. He survived it. Every night in the early 2000s, the assignment was simple: stop Iverson. And the way teams tried to do it, they didn't finesse him, they punished him. This was a different NBA, more physical, more violent in the paint. Hand-checking was still allowed. Big men didn't just contest shots, they sent messages. And Iverson? He kept driving anyway. Night after night, he attacked the rim like he was 6 feet 8 inches, even though he barely cracked 6 feet. This game was no different. Mid-season, packed arena. Sixers needed offense, and that meant Iverson had the ball. By the second quarter, he was already in rhythm. Crossovers snapping, defenders off balance, pull-up jumpers falling. But Iverson didn't settle. He never did. He saw a lane, and he took it. One quick hesitation, a defender leaning the wrong way, and Iverson exploded toward the paint. But waiting for him was size. A rotating big man stepped in. Another defender collapsing from the side. Iverson went up anyway. Contact in the air. Hard, unforgiving. His body twisted midair, and as he came down, his jaw slammed shut, violently, right onto his tongue. At first, nothing. Just adrenaline, noise, movement. He landed, pushed off, started running back on defense. But then he felt it, a strange pressure in his mouth, then warmth, then blood, a lot of it. It filled his mouth almost instantly, thick, metallic, hard to swallow. He tried to talk, call something out on defense. Nothing came out right. But the game was still going, so Iverson kept playing. Next possession, he had the ball again. No hesitation, no second thought. Crossover, step, drive. Straight back into the paint. More contact, more bodies, more hits. And now, he was bleeding through all of it. Every breath tasted like iron. Every movement sent pain through his mouth. But if you were watching the game, you might not even notice. Because Iverson looked the same. Same speed, same aggression, same fearlessness. That was the scary part. Teammates started to realize something was off. He wasn't talking. No trash talk, no play calls, no reactions, just silence. And then they saw it. Blood. On his lips, on his jersey, on his hands. Still, he refused to come out. Because to Iverson, this wasn't unusual. This was the price. If you drove into the paint 25, 30 times a night, you were going to get hurt. That was understood. What wasn't understood was stopping. Eventually, during a dead ball, the bench stepped in. They had to. Trainers rushed over. Towel, pressure, urgency. And that's when the full damage became clear. His tongue had been split open. Not a small cut, a deep one. The kind that doesn't just bleed, it pours. He needed stitches, immediately. And still, he didn't want to leave. That's who Allen Iverson was. Not the crossover, not the highlights, the mindset. Because most players play until something goes wrong. Iverson played like something already had. That night wasn't about stats. It wasn't about the box score. It was about something else, something harder to measure. Because in a league full of bigger, stronger players, Allen Iverson proved something. You didn't have to be the biggest. You just had to be the one willing to endure the most. And that's what made him different. Not his talent, but his tolerance for pain.